So in our starting project, we want to add a web app manifest. And to do that, I opened the project in WebStorm, the IDE I'm using. Now you can use any editor or IDE you want, such as Visual Studio Code or Atom or Sublime Text or whatever you like. Simply open the project, this whole folder you downloaded and extracted in it, and then there we have the various files, the index.html file in the public folder and the index.html file in the help folder in the public folder. Also some source files which we'll dive into later. We don't need them for now, or to be precise, some of them are already getting imported in that index.html file. Now here we got that simple code which basically generates the page you're viewing. We're using the Material Light library to get beautiful stylings and materially styled components out of the box. We wanted to add a web manifest though. And a web manifest simply is a file we add to our root web folder. So in this case, the public folder, the folder containing our index.html file. In there, we simply add a new file, and you have to name this file manifest, one word, .json. So it's a JSON formatted file. Now, as such a file, it starts and ends with curly braces, and in between we add some properties to give this file some configuration. Now, I'll come back to the properties in the next lecture. For now, let's make sure that this file gets used in our application. To use it, we have to go to all pages in our app, so the index.html files in the root folder and in the help folder. I'll start in the index.html file in the public folder. And there, in the head section here, we have to add a new link. And I will add it here at the bottom, right at the end of head. So a new link, however, not linking to a style sheet, but instead here, we describe this to be a manifest, and we link with the ref attribute to /manifest.json. Slash because we refer to the root folder, the public folder in this case, so the root folder where our app is served from. And then there we point to the manifest.json file, and since it directly sits in the root folder, it's just /manifest.json. Now I'll copy that and add the same in the index.html file in the help folder here, because there we of course also want to include the manifest.json, because, and that's an important takeaway, you should add your web app manifest to any page you have in your application. So if you have a single page application, which we don't have here, that's good for you. You only need to add it to one file. But if you have a multi-page application or any application where you render your views on the server and you have multiple possible views, you need to add that file to every view, every page you send back from your server. Why do you need to do that? Because you want to ensure that the browser is able to load that manifest with your additional configuration no matter which URL you visit. And obviously, if, for example, a user enters a blog article on your page because he found it on Google, you want to make sure you still provide that native web app or this progressive web app feeling to him. So with that, we added the manifest.json file. What can we add inside of it now?